Hello.
Oh,
Hi, good evening, and welcome to my class. Can you hear and see me clearly?
yes, okay.
Yes. Is this Shun? Shun?
Yeah,
Right.
that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice to meet you today, Shun.
Hi, nice to
Uh,
meet you too.
how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's okay.
Okay, good to hear that. All right, so I can see here it shows Business English, level 1 to 2, lesson 7 of study Sapuri English. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
Okay.
so today we're going to practice using some of the
Mm.
sentences that you have been studying, okay?
Yeah.
All right, now let's go to the next page. We have practice. Okay, so please look at key phrase number 1.
Mm.
Okay, so let's check the first key phrase. Please repeat after me once. We have you shouldn't say.
You shouldn't say.
Okay, so now please look at situation in the box. Could you please read that aloud?
Okay.
The situation.
Yeah. You are chatting with a colleague.
All right. Okay, and then we also have the task. All right, please read it aloud as well.
Okay. Your colleague says something negative about the prospects of a new product.
hmm
Tell them they shouldn't say something like that.
Something like that. Okay, very good. Now please look at the exercise. All right, so you will use the key phrase to answer, or you can also click the hit button for an
Okay.
idea on how to answer. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so I will start. I don't think the new product will sell well.
You shouldn't say something like that. You shouldn't say things like that.
All right, you shouldn't say things like that. You said you shouldn't say things like that. All right, so let me check also the sample answer. Okay, so let me type in the chat box the sample answer. It's gonna be you shouldn't say such a thing. All right, you said you
Okay.
shouldn't say things like that. Okay, it's almost the same. All right, so good job for using the key phrase. The right key phrase for that. All right, so now let's go on. Let's go on to the next phrase. This time
Okay.
it's key phrase number 2. Okay, so let's check the second key phrase. Please repeat after me. You don't blank, do you?
You don't, do you?
All right. Okay, and also please read the situation aloud.
Okay. You continue talking with your colleague.
Calling. All right, and also please read the task too.
Okay. Your colleague says they'd like to sell the product at a cheaper price. Ask them if they really do that.
All right, very good. Okay, so now let's move on to the exercise. Okay, look at the exercise. And again, I will say something to you or ask you a question. All right, so I will start. I wish I could sell it at a lower price.
You don't actually do that, do you?
You don't actually do that, do you? Very good. That's great. That's a nice try. Okay, so let me check sample answer. All right, you got it right. Very good. All right, so now let's go on to the next phrase. This time let's have the third key phrase, right? Please repeat after me once. Don't you?
Don't you?
Okay, and also please look at the situation and please read it aloud.
Okay. You continue talking with your colleague.
Continue talking. All right. Now, also, do we have the task? Please read the task as well.
Okay. Your colleague says more money should be spent on promoting sales.
Uh-huh.
Ask them if they realize that the budget is limited.
The budget is limited. Okay, very good. Now, please look at the exercise. Okay, so let me start. We should spend more money on the sales promotion too. Okay.
Don't you don't you understand the budget is limited?
Yes, very good. Okay, let me type the sample answer in the chat box. All right, so we have the same answer. Very good. That's great. Okay, now let's move to apply general. Mhm. Okay, so in this activity, we're going to apply key phrases to three specific situations. Okay, so here's the first situation. Could you please read it one more time?
You suggested lunch at a Thai restaurant, but your coworker is not interested. You wonder whether they don't like spicy food.
Spicy food. Okay, that's great. All right, so I will say something to you or ask you a question. Then you're going to reply using one of the key phrases. All right?
Hmm.
Okay, so let's try. I'd prefer to go somewhere else for lunch.
Don't you like spicy food?
Don't you like spicy foods? Okay, I think that's the best choice too. Very good. Now
Hmm.
let's check the simple answer. Let
Hmm.
me type it in the chat box. Alright, so don't you like spicy food? It's the same. Very good. Okay, so now let's move to situation number two. Okay, so again, you should reply using the key phrase that you think is the best for this situation. Please read situation number two.
Okay, your coworker is wondering if it's okay to talk about the major new contract.
Alright,
You don't think they should say anything until it's official.
until it's official. Very good. Okay. Alright, so let me start. Can I tell some people outside the company about the new contract?
You shouldn't. You shouldn't say anything until it's official.
Okay, yeah, so you can use this key phrase very well too. Alright, let's check the sample answer. Please look again in the chat box. Let me type it there. Okay, so you shouldn't say anything until it's official. You know, this is very true, right? We need first to wait if it's already like available or we can.
Hmm.
We are allowed to say it. It's official already. All right, so now let's go on to situation number three. Okay, please read aloud the situation.
Okay, you have asked to change your meeting
Meeting
time. You want to make sure your coworker doesn't mind.
doesn't mind. All right, that's great. Okay, so I will start here. Um, so we're meeting at 2:30 instead of 3 o'clock.
You don't mind that, do you?
Uh, that's right. Okay. All right. Yep. I think that is the right key phrase here too. Very good. Now let's check the sample answer. Okay, here we go. Let me type it in the chat box. So the sample answer is you don't mind, do you? All right. Okay. And let's proceed to apply personnel. All right. So we're now on page number 8. So in this activity, we'll try to use these three key phrases in your own situation. So let's practice using the three key phrases in your daily life or at work. All right. So step
Hmm.
number one, you're going to pick up one key phrase, and then for step number two, you're going to make sample sentence. Okay. And then you're going to describe the situation for that key phrase. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. So, which key phrase do you choose?
You shouldn't say.
You shouldn't say. All right. Please make a sentence of this key phrase.
Okay. Mm, you shouldn't say that. Uh, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Uh,
something that might upset other people. For example,
Mm.
the word that could or not proper.
Uh, you shouldn't say. You shouldn't say the. Uh, you shouldn't say the secret things
Mm.
to people outside the company.
Outside the company. Okay. Outside the company. All right. So this is like a trade secret, right? Like a
Mm.
trade secret of a company. That's very true.
Yeah.
We are not allowed actually to expose those kind of things. All right, so you shouldn't say the secret things to people outside the company. It's only for company. Okay,
Mm.
so can you describe the situation for this?
Hmm. Uh, I confirm.
Mm-hmm.
I confirm that is secret information.
Okay,
So with
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 colleagues, yes,
colleagues, yeah.
yes. All right, so you told him not to say no secret things,
Mm.
right? Okay. Yes, yes, yes. It is very important, actually. It's a very important policy of the company not to expose top secret.
Yeah.
We call it trade secrets. Okay, so let's have, how about the second key phrase? Okay,
Okay.
please. Mhm.
You don't. You don't do
You
you.
don't, do you? All right, please make an example sentence for this one. This key phrase. You don't. Blank. Do you?
Oh, you don't do you. You don't. Uh, you don't.
It it could be someone who is not there or who is coming.
Yeah.
Yes, surprisingly.
You don't be absent today's meeting, do you?
You don't be absent. You don't be absent today's meeting. hmm Do you? Okay, you don't be absent today's meeting. Do you? All right. Can you describe the situation where you use this
Uh,
sentence?
yeah. Okay. When I heard many people can't attend
Mm-hmm.
the meeting,
Okay.
I asked my colleague. I asked my I ask and I confirm to my colleague he will come. He will be attend. He will attend today's meeting.
I see, I see. So is this like a way for you to make sure that he will attend?
Yeah, make sure. Yeah, make sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. Yes, yes, yes. It's a nice way actually of knowing if your colleague will be attending the meeting. Very good. That's
Hmm.
nice. All right, that's great. All right, so we're done.